On Thursday, India abstained from voting on two distinct draft resolutions concerning the situation in China and Sri Lanka. The UN Human Rights Council approves a resolution condemning Sri Lanka's human rights record, which India abstains from voting. The draft resolution on promoting reconciliation, accountability, and human rights in Sri Lanka was adopted at the 51st session of the Human Rights Council in Geneva, with 20 nations voting in favour, 7 opposing, including China and Pakistan, and 20 abstaining, including India, Japan, Nepal, and Qatar. While abstaining, India said that it would collaborate with Sri Lanka and the international community to achieve the connected goals of legitimate aspirations of Sri Lankan Tamils and prosperity for all Sri Lankans, and urged the government in Colombo to deliver on commitments towards the Tamil minority. Why India abstains from UN vote on Uyghur Muslims? This proposal was made to raise international attention to the abuses of Muslims in China, but it was rejected by Pakistan, Indonesia, Qatar, the United Arab Emirates, Uzbekistan, Sudan, and Senegal. And 11 abstained, including India, Malaysia, and Ukraine. The draft resolution was proposed by a core group comprising Canada, Denmark, Finland, Iceland, Norway, Sweden, the United Kingdom, and the United States, and was co-sponsored by a number of additional nations, including Turkey. The Indian side provided no reason for its decision to abstain from the draft resolution calling for a discussion of the human rights situation in China's Xinjiang province. The final vote went in favor of China, with 19 UNHRC members opposing the proposal and 11 abstaining. France, Germany, Japan, and the Netherlands all voted in favor of the resolution. 12 of the 17 OIC member nations, with UNHRC participation, also voted in favor of China on the Xinjiang resolution. This is just the second time, in the UNHRC's 16-year existence, that a US resolution has been rejected. It also explains the evolving global equations. The majority of the debate, after the UNHRC decision, has centered on India's position. Given the current nature of relationships with China, the US anticipated Indian support. India has previously argued that no nation should be singled out in an institution, like the UNHRC. India advocates for constructive dialogue to address these issues. India is also worried that, in the future, the Council may consider a resolution that adversely affects its interests. And Jammu and Kashmir's situation may serve as a crucial illustration. Because there are a lot of reports about Kashmir that are false and biased and don't address the core issues of cross-border terrorism. And several nations have utilized the Kashmir problem to further their own interests throughout the years. But China hasn't done anything in return for India's diplomatic move. Last month, it stopped India and the US from using the UN Security Council to put Let Commander Sajid Mir on the UN sanctions list as a global terrorist. Also, it wasn't the first time China had stopped efforts to punish terrorists in Pakistan. India and the US tried to put Let Deputy Chief Abdur Rahman Maki and GEM Deputy Chief Rauf Azar on the UNSC's sanctions list in June and July. However, China stopped them. Both times, Beijing stopped the process and put it off for 6 months by putting a technical hold on it.